dollar, I mean the DSY, is the United States election sentiment. And if you look at the data, like the recent data that I have access to online, you see that Trump is winning. The margin might not be wide, but at least he is still in the possibility of winning the election during according to the statistic. You understand? And if this happens, you'll see that they are going to, if Trump wins, I mean, if the Republican wins, it means that they are going to impose tariff on China's products. You get, even Euro 2, we have their own fair share of the tariff, and then the border stuffs, and then all of it. So the economic package of Trump. So I think that's one of the reasons why you see that if you look at the DSY, instead of it, we should have seen a rejection from 104, which could have settled down below this 104 level and then come for probably a retracement. But due to this election sentiment, and then due to the statistics at hand now, it seems that the odd is in favor of the United States. And then we see it on Friday getting rejected, the DSY getting rejected at 104 again after we saw this retest, and the price coming back, getting rejected at this trendline level after breaking this level previously, and then it settles above this trendline. So what's the next thing we are looking at on the DSY? For me personally, I've been telling you that the US election might be one of the reasons, or is a solid reason, not even one of the reasons, a solid reason why you see the US dollar strength. And I don't think we will see the US dollar weakness before the election. Probably it might happen after the election, depend on who wins the election. But before the election, probably I'll be banking on US dollar strength. So any retracement, I'll be like, any retracement on GU is a sell for me. Any retracement on EU is a sell for me until it breaks some levels. Last week I told you also that this level will break, and it break. We just saw small retracement, and then this often reject again. So if you are just joining this channel, or if you are just watching this for the first time, this is Ambafx. So welcome to my YouTube channel, where I bring you the latest insight in the world of Forex market, the fundamental, the technical, and probably the sentimental. So do well to subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to drop your opinion in the comment section, and turn on the notification in case I drop a new video, so that you'll be notified. So for me, I think that and I believe that probably on Monday we should see retracement on the DSY, probably coming back here, and then we should see price coming back to 104.7, even break it. We should see price settle at 106 probably before the election, or we should see price above 104.714 before the election. Because if you check the next resistance, obviously on the DSY we can have the next order at this 104.714, and probably me personally, I'm waiting for that level to break, and then we can see price coming back to 106.00, and then for the US dollar weakness to come to play out, we should see price set to below 104. So probably if you have price set to below this area, then you can see we have US dollar weakness coming to play out, and that weakness might not last, because if we see price below this, and then price come and it tells this area, we might see another strength coming back that might actually break 104 and settle at 106 level. So let's see. But for me, my solid opinion is that we'll continue to see the US dollar strength before the election, based on what is happening with the data right now, based on Trump winning each of the this thing, all these pre-election statistics. So let's see how it goes. So before we go to the individual pairs we have today, like with the one we have there, with the one I have on my watch list, So let's check the economic activities of next week and see what we have. And as you can see, next week is an NFP week, so we have to just be ready for that. So Bank of Canada governor speech, that is on Monday. On Tuesday, you have the monetary policy report hearing, but it's still a tentative, you understand. And then on Tuesday too, we have a consumer confidence in the United States and the job opening in the United States. So the consumer confidence is predicted to come higher than the previous one, which means that the previous one is 98.7, and then we should see higher consumer confidence, which means that the US economy is okay, you understand. So on Wednesday, we have the AUD CPI, and then we have the CPI year over year and the quarter CPI. On Wednesday too, we have the advanced GDP report, which is predicted to come out as previous data, you understand. And the advance is predicted to come out lower than the previous data. So on Thursday, we have the monetary policy out of the Japan, you understand. So we have the monetary policy report out of Japan. DPY has a geopolitical event going on right now, probably the election. Their current prime minister might be the shortest prime minister if he's voted out. So let's see what the result might be probably next week. So, and I think this is what is affecting JPY. So if you see JPY, yes, you see that it's just moving, like it might move up today, tomorrow it will move down. So it's something like a range. So let's see what will happen here next week. And then on Thursday too, we have the core PC price index, the unemployment claims, and then Chicago PMI in the United States. So GDP on Thursday in the Canadian dollar is there. And then on Friday, the biggest event of every month, that is the non-farm payroll is going to be dropped on Friday. So all these are just to alert you to know that, okay, this is because some traders don't usually open forexfactory.com. They don't want to know what is going on in the economic activities, and probably they will just see that they open trade the next minute. Probably maybe some might open trade, let's say at 1:20 p.m. Nigerian time, and they might not be aware that there is a news at 1:30. Probably at 1:30 they will just see that there is a volatility and price hit their stop loss without knowing what is going on. So that's one of the reasons we usually alert you that, okay, it's also time there will be an economic activity, so that you know how to plan your trade before that particular time, so that you won't be at the wrong side of the market move. What I want to show you is gold. So last week, I told you that any retracement you see, you just need to just buy gold. You get. So probably we saw some retracement, and I myself, I buy gold from this particular. I think I took my profit at this high, or probably this high. And then there is another one that we will see here. So last week I saw something like this, probably maybe a sign of depression, which is the head and shoulder pattern, and then it got invalidated. Probably I didn't take the trade because I was waiting for this neckline to actually break, so that I will actually sell back to this level. So I didn't take the trade because the neckline didn't break. So which means that this week I'm actually looking for price to reject here. If price reject at this area, I'll be looking for an opportunity to sell back to 2,700. So that's what I'm looking at. That is only what I'm looking at on gold. So apart from that, I don't think I will be looking for anything, unless if this level, this resistance that it creates here break. But for me, I still think that for this resistant area to reject, for this place to reject, it means that it actually serves as a resistant area. You know that this area it reject and it stands for a resistant area for some time before price actually break it. And then even when price break it, price still reject before actually breaking it to the upside. So which means that this is the pattern, this is the first rejection, of the new high, and then probably we might see rejection here back to 2,700. So that's what I'm looking at. So I will be selling if price break below this. So if I see that price break below that particular area, so I will be looking for a sell opportunity back to this level. So I'm to take some profit before price gets to that particular level right there. So that's what I'm looking at on gold. So on GBP US dollar, some analysts said that we might see GBP USD. That is, I mean, some analysts, yeah, they said we might see GBP USD in a short time, going back to 1.28. So our price is still at 1.2955. And then if you check this area, this is supposed to be the support area where price will bounce up from where we'll see the bullish momentum. But what did price do here? There is the first sign of rejection, and then price come to this upside. Then buyers don't have much capacity, and then they are override by sellers, and then we saw the break of this particular support level. There's a retest also which actually reject, and then we have a new low right here. So price reject here, we still have a new low. Price went higher to form a new high, which means that obviously next week we will actually see a new low, which may actually drag price back to 1.2394 next week. So for me, I'm expecting price to come back to 1.2394. So if you're buying GBP USD, you have to just pack your bag, you get, or close your trade, unless you'll be going back to village. Because for me to buy this GBP USD, it means that price must actually settle above 1.30262 for me to enter buy on this pair. Price have to settle above 1.30262. Then this is where I'll be looking to buy GBP USD. But as price still stay below this particular area, sorry for that. So as price still stay below this particular area, what I'll be looking for is a sell pair. So probably maybe on Monday we might see price breaking through this trend line to the upside, which might actually happen. Do you understand? So you might see price breaking through this to the upside, which might actually happen, and then we'll see the selling pressure coming back from here, and then we'll see price coming back to 1.28394. So that's what I'm actually looking at next week. So on Monday, price might actually just and then come back here. We'll see a retracement forming a lower high, and then we'll see a new lower low formation back to this particular level. So if that particular level break and then there is no rejection, and there is no rejection, it means that if price settle below that area, it means that the near time we are looking to be looking at is 1.26693. So I'll be selling USD or nothing going into the next week. Another scenario we might see here is this, which means that price might actually come back probably maybe one day, or the Asia section might actually come back, retrace, and then give a sell entry at that particular area to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at on GBP going to the next week. So on Euro US dollar, so I still believe that Euro US dollar too should sell, but this is a very sensitive level. This is an area of support, but there is something that actually amazed me, which means that this daily demand level, price, instead of price to reject it, and instead of us to see price above the daily demand level, we still see price hanging around that particular area, which means that that demand level is not strong. So due to the geopolitical tension going on right now, in terms of the US election, I believe I'm still looking for the Euro US dollar weakness, which might actually happen. But for now, I won't be selling Euro USD unless I see price closing below this level. that's when I'll be selling. So if price close below this level, then I'll be selling back to 1.06816. So this is the level I'm looking at for me to be able to say I want to sell GBP US dollar. But for now, we might see something like a double bottom, and then price might actually break this high. So if I see that price rejected and break this high, I will do what? I might start buying, and then probably take my profit at 1.09841. So that's what I'm looking at on GBP and Euro USD. But I have to just be patient around this environment, because this is a very, very sensitive level, very strong level that price might actually reject from. So on AUD US dollar, for me, I will be selling AUD US dollar because this is where price is supposed to reject from last week, and then we didn't see any rejection from here. Even here, there's no rejection from here. Price still break, and then it closed below it, which means that the selling force on AUD USD is very, very much. So what are we going to do? We are going to follow the market. So by following the trend, what are we doing? We are waiting for retracement. So probably on Monday, what we should do here is that wait for retracement, probably maybe back to this area, and then we'll sell back to 0.655. So probably you can wait for retracement to that supply level right here, you get, and then you just wait for price to come and hit here, then we'll enter our sell bias. And then if that's won't do, so probably trend line will do. So just wait for price to just come, you get, to come back here, wait for price to come back here, and then we'll look for a selling opportunity back to this level. So if this level break, we'll be looking for opportunity to sell back to 0.65134. Yet that is on AUD USD. And mind you, Australia is a business partner to China, you understand. And then in the heat of this election sentiment, if Trump win, there will be a lot of tariff on China goods, which will also affect Australia, and then you'll see the Australian dollar weakness coming back to play out. And then Australian dollar against the US dollar that is strong, you know that's a disaster. So which means that a more volatility will be in AUD USD, and then it will sell hard, which means that I will not be surprised if you see price coming back to this low, especially if Trump wins the election. You will not be surprised if price come back to 0.63536. So that's that about AD. So the next one is SND US dollar. So SND US dollar too. Last week I was waiting for a rejection at this area, of support, but price closed below it, which means that on Monday too I will be selling. The only thing that can make me want to buy SND USD is if price break above 0.6000, then I will be willing to buy SND USD. But if price is still below it as it does right now, then what am I looking at for a few retracement, and for me to sell back to 0.59142 in the near term, you understand. So that's what I'm actually looking at, following the trend. And then if we see price come back to 0.59142, if price didn't stop here, we might see price coming back to 0.58622. So which means that any retracement you see on SND USD, retracement can be from the 4-hour time frame, or probably maybe all those smaller time frame, 15 minutes or 5-minute time frame. There's an opportunity for you to look for a bearish setup back to 0.59142. So going to Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Here, I'm waiting for AUD card to move lower too, as you can see. So price close lower here. So there's a breakout of this trend line around this area. And then if you want to see this very well, if you want to eliminate this week, you can use line. You understand? So if you use line, you see it vividly that price has came above this particular area, which means that you can start looking for a sell setup. But this is a support level, no doubt about that. So if you want to be on the safer side, like what I would do is what I will actually do here. I won't sell. I will never sell above these 0.91595. I will never do that. So what I'll be waiting for is price to just mistakenly come here, close below this level. You probably be in a 4-hour time frame. If it's close below this level, then I'll be looking for a sell setup back to the next level, back to the next zone. So sometimes most of the time we trade from zone towards to zone. This is a zone 2 right here. So which one, this price mistakenly close below here, I'll be willing to sell back to 0.91050. If this level break, then I will be willing to sell to 0.90275. So guys, just have to watch what is happening around this environment for you to make your trading decision. So on pounds AUD too, I still believe that we should see the continuation of the bullish momentum in this pair because of the AUD weakness, but that doesn't rule out the possibility of a pullback around this area, which means that if you see this is a resistance level, price just break through it, and we can also call it a supply level because as price hits there, it rejects straight. So which means that this level has been taken out. You get, so that level has been taken out. So what are we going to do now? What we are going to do is probably look for a retest of that level before we actually say we want to buy. So this is the daily time frame. Probably on Monday we can see a retest of this level, and the price is coming to retest already. And there's another thing we can actually do here is to actually we need to do test to reject at the trend line. So which means that for me to take a buy position, I will wait for a big pullback for price to come back here. You get, for price to come back here and then give me a bullish setup I need, and then if I see a rejection, then I'm going to buy up to that level and then be taking my profit at 1.96919. Obviously, that is what I'm looking at on GBP AUD, that is pounds Australian dollar. So the last one we want to check today is Euro Canadian dollar. So Euro Canadian dollar, you can see that probably there is a panic in Euro too. Yeah, let me say this: if Trump win, their own tariff too is there. They will eat out of the China cake. You understand? So if Trump wins, it means that they will impose tariff on their own export to US too. You understand? So which means that what I'm actually looking at here is for price to reject, and then you see price coming back to 1.49254. You get, that's what I'm looking for on Euro Canadian dollar. And then for me to look at what will happen at this particular level, I need to see price come down below this 1.49951. If price come back below it, then I'll be selling back to this back to that particular support level, as you can see. So I want to sell back to this level, and if price settle above it on Monday, then I will look for a buying opportunity. You get, if price settles above it Monday, we're looking for a buy opportunity. And then one thing I wanted to know, that if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you'll see that price has cleared both people that if you are trading a breakout at this area, obviously you might have its stop loss. And then if you are trading this sell from here, let's say those that use sell stop, they might have its stop loss also, which means that liquidity has been grabbed at this area, and then you might actually see price settling down and then coming below. And if you check the area for 4-hour candle, you see that After this long momentum, we don't see a momentum in the bullish candlestick again. So then it's this large momentum on this bearish candlestick. So which means that we might be expecting sell on EUR next week. You understand? So that's what I'm actually looking at on this on EUR next week. That is a sell bias. You get a sell bias back to, let's just use a 15-minute time frame. Yes, a sell bias. If this level got broken, I'll be looking for a sell bias back to this area. So guys, this is the weekly forex forecast. So these are the pairs on my watch list. Like I said, I don't think we should see US dollar strength very soon. I might be wrong, but due to what is happening now, I don't think, the election sentiment, I don't think we'll see it. But probably it might happen after the election. So do well to subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to drop your opinion, and don't forget to like this video, because if you like this video, the algorithm will take it to people that need it, like you understand. So don't forget to drop the like. That like is very, very important. So guys, take care of yourself. Have a lovely trading week ahead.